Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you what my 2022 to be read list is in terms of books, as well as what I read in December, because I only actually read like 3 books. So I can't really make its own video. I did not read nearly as much as I thought I would because December was very chaotic, and also I may or may not have binge watched the entire 3 seasons of You in 3 days. But yeah, so I'm going to start with the books I read in December. Technically it's 2.5 books because I finished the 3rd one January 2nd. So I really only technically read 2 full books in December, which I don't know how that's possible. And I even checked Goodreads and I like racked my memory, and like I only read 2 books and a half. The first book that I completed in was Not a Happy Family by Sherry Lapina, I don't know. Basically, it's about these kids that go to their rich parents' house for Easter, for like an Easter dinner, and you know, things go awry. The father is like really angry at the kids, everyone ends up leaving early, and then the next day or whenever, a couple days later, the parents are found dead in the house, all by themselves. So it's just like a whodunit type thing. It was really well written in terms of I never got bored, and you know, it was always kind of just like who did it, and then like all these details and clues that kind of point to all 3 children. I feel like the author kind of neglected one of the children, and so it's like she's not talking about this kid as much. I bet you that's the killer. And then I ended up being right. So like, I don't know if that's a spoiler or not. I don't know. Anyway, I think I gave this book 3 stars. Again, it was really fun to read. I didn't really want to put it down, so if that's the type of book you like, then this is really good. If you're not really familiar with mystery or true crime, then I'm sure like this would be fine. But I was just like, that one detail kind of just like stuck out to me, and I was like, wait a second. But other than that, it's not obvious. So anyway, I'm rambling now, but this is the first book I read. Then the second book I read in December is The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. I finally read this book and I did like it, but I'm not like in love with it. I think I rated it 4 stars. It was like, I don't know how to describe it. I did like it, like I said. I liked the characters. I think I really like grumpy ex-sunshine type thing, which this book did have. Like Josh is pretty grumpy and stern and never smiles, and then you have, oh my god, what's her name? Lucy, who is more like upbeat, a people pleaser. She's always like doing the most, and they are like working together and they kind of hate each other, hence the title. But then obviously a romantic thing starts to happen, and the end of the book is really cute. It's really spicy, so if you don't like those types of scenes, there's like quite a few of them in here, but that's not really a problem for me. Just overall, the amount of hype this book got, I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be the best book of 2021, like I can already feel it. And then I was like, it was good. I liked it, but I'm so afraid to watch the movie because I saw the trailer, and first of all, they did Josh all wrong. Like, he smiled way too much in the trailer. He does not look or even talk like how I pictured him to look like, whatever. Lucy's good though, but her eye color's wrong. I'm just like, what? That's like one of the biggest parts of the story. But anyway, I did like the scene where Josh took care of Lucy when she was sick. That's not really a spoiler. It happens pretty early on in the book. That was really cute. I really liked that part. And then the ending was also really cute. I liked the ending a lot. But again, not mind-blowing. But I do want to read it again at some point, so there's that. And then the last book, sort of, is The Wartime Sisters by Linda Cohen Loigman. I have recently maybe realized that I really like historical fiction. I read Not Our Kind by Kitty Zeldis, which took place right after World War II, and it was about this young Jewish girl. And then this one takes place during World War II, and it's about these 2 Jewish sisters, and they both take place in New York. Although this one, they like moved to Springfield, I think Massachusetts. gosh. But I really liked this book. I also rated it 4 stars. I would maybe even give it like a 4.2. I don't know what it is. I just really like how it took place in like the late 30s, early 40s. It was about like sisters that did not get along, but then all this stuff happens that kind of forces them to become friends again. It's really character driven, which I think I like. I don't love action. I'm not like, oh my gosh, this book is so boring, there's nothing happening. Like, as long as the characters are good, I'm sold. And I really did like the characters, although the older sister really irritated me. I did not like her very much. And then also the mother. But like all the other characters I really liked. Well, not all, oh my god. Anyway, most all of the other characters I really liked a lot. And I read this book in like 2 days, I think. It was really good. I highly recommend if you're into books about like siblings or even just friends that don't get along and they have to kind of navigate through life together anyway. Technically I finished this at the beginning of January, but I'm gonna count it because I think I read like half of it in 2021, so whatever. And now I'm going to go through my TBR for 2022. My goal is to read 40 books, minimum. I have a feeling I might read more because I've already read 3 this year and it's only like the 4th or the 5th, I don't know. But yeah, so my goal is 40 books minimum, and since 40 books is a lot, I'm just going to say the title of the book and like pop a picture here, or if I have it, show it, and then move on, because if I explain it or anything, it's gonna be like a 20-minute video. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say all of the titles, show all the pictures, and then there you go. Okay, I changed location so that I'm closer to my bookshelf. But we're going to start first with all of the books that I own. So in no particular order whatsoever, I really want to read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas, Punk 57, also by her, Behind Every Lie, Find Her, Adequate Yearly Progress, Where the Crawdads Sing, Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine, The Widow, Gone with the Wind, and this one's huge. It's like a literal dictionary. So this is going to be my summer challenge. Regretting You, Ugly Love, It Ends With Us, Braiding Sweetgrass, The Love Hypothesis, and The Girl on the Train. So now in terms of what I don't have but I really want to read, starting with Colleen Hoover, we have Confess and Heartbones. And there's a lot of other books she has that I want to read, but those are the top ones that I really want to read. So we have those. Then I also really want to read the Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. So, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, Good Girl, Bad Blood, and then As Good as Dead. So it's a trilogy, and yeah, I want to read all of the books, so that is my goal for this year. I also really want to read The Inheritance Games, the first one and the second one. Technically that would make the list 41 books, but I kind of put the second book as like a, what is it, 23.5. So I don't know why I separated Good Girl's Guide to Murder and then kept Inheritance Games, whatever. It's technically 41 books, but shh. I also really want to read Love and Other Words, Beautiful World, Where Are You, Normal People, Anxious People, The Wife Upstairs, Beach Read, The Unhoneymooners, The Spanish Love Deception, Bunny, which I think would be the very first horror book I've ever read, so that's exciting. Paris is Always a Good Idea, The Chestnut Man, The Family Upstairs, The Friend Zone, The Happy Ever After Playlist, Life's Too Short, and finally The Holiday Swap. I also have another Christmas book called One More for Christmas. Maybe in December, if I feel like it, I will read this. But yeah, I mean, that's all 40 books that I really want to read in 2022. Oh wait, I missed one. I already finished it, so I forgot to show it. But also Layla by Colleen Hoover. This was a roller coaster of a book. Oh my gosh. But I ended up crying at the end, a little bit. Like, I started to tear up. So, it was good. I rated it 4 stars. Maybe 4.5. I actually did really like it. Last year I only started reading in like July, I think. So, I'm really excited to be starting January 1st and just seeing how many books that I can read. And I'm really excited to make videos about them as well. I actually have one coming soon. I bought a bunch of books from a book outlet store, so I'll be making a haul of that very soon. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I would love to know what books you want to read this year, so comment some of them down below. Maybe you can even give me some ideas to add even more in case I have extra time to read more books. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe so that you can stay in the loop of all the books I'm reading this year. I'm also going to be doing some reading vlogs. I'm going to try to do 24 hours straight of reading in a couple months, and also like bookstore vlogs and stuff like that. So yeah, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Happy reading!